Yesterday, LeBron's son, Bronny, answering questions from reporters for the very first time and talked about separating his future from his father's success. I want you to hear what Bronny said.
My dream has always just been to put my name out, make a name for myself, and of course, get to the NBA, which is everyone's end goal that is here. And, I never thought about just playing with my dad, but of course he's brought it up a couple times.
I've only been waiting for 2 years for him to answer that question because LeBron has been talking for 2 years about wanting to play with him. Bronny has never answered the question in front of the media. I mean, he didn't have to do it in a press conference. He could have done it on Instagram or whatever. I've always wanted to know, what does Bronny actually want? And this was a pitch-perfect answer. He basically said, I want to make the NBA because I'm Bronny James, not because I'm LeBron James Jr. And that is the message that he wants to send to these teams at the Combine. That is the message his agent, Rich Paul, is sending. Is that what his dad wants? I think his dad wants to play with him. But I think he doesn't. I think what Bronny does is he doesn't want to have any favoritism here. He wants to make it on his own. And I think that's relevant to understand as we see how this draft process is going to play out.
Yeah, and what about the beauty of the Combine? For him to show up, be professional. We all saw him shoot that ball, and also a lot of people heard his comps. He said, I want to be like Davion Mitchell. I want to be like Drew Holiday. I want to be like Derek White. To me, that's impressive. It shows you someone that is level-headed about their skill, because he didn't have the opportunity to showcase himself in the best way possible in college. And people questioned why he made the decision to go to the NBA draft, but to really take advantage of the Combine process, which is, mandatory, but still, it showed a true professionalism from Bronny.
That was the piece for me. If he felt entitled or felt like he was already going to get in the league on whatever team because of who his dad is, he wouldn't have worked out at the Combine. He wouldn't have. I was at the Combine last year. There were a ton of players that chose not to work out.
His dad could get him drafted. Bottom line, if LeBron took a certain stance, his dad could get him drafted. What Bronny is saying is, I ain't going that way.
Yes, and he's competing in the Combine to show people that.
Look, I mean, there are a lot of ways in which following your father into his chosen profession is a wonderful and easy thing. There are a lot of ways in which it isn't. And this is one of those ways in which it is complicated. People will say what they have to say. He couldn't have answered that question any better.